Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 4. Last episode we finally made it to the castle itself and basically learned about, learned about a bit of what's going on. Someone wants us to go to Bloskin Darman and attack the Shade there in order to get a sample to deal with that. We found out that, the sea monsters were first seen in the northwestern river, so I guess they started somewhere up here. No idea where. We found a random letter about something in Vermello to take a look at, and we found out that the Venati have sent an envoy. Unfortunately, it got lost, stumbled into Almaria, and got captured. Fortunately, we can now actually enter Almaria, which we will do. I'm just going to explore around the outside here first, just because I can. Oh! Touch! Well, at least that's taken care of. So there's that. Oh. Herbs. Excellent. Always something we could use. Okay. And now, let's look around the outside, as I do. God only knows what it's going to be like when we go into this place. I mean, everyone is paranoid. These trees have recently been used for hangings, and they look ready to be used for the same purpose again. The nooses still hang from the branches. You shudder to think of the innocent travelers hanged here, unsuspecting and falling prey to Almaria's paranoia. Indeed. And grey mold. Alright. We'll take the north entrance. Probably the best way to go in. Not really anything of note in here, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, no, no! When you get close to this guard, he gives you a look of pure hatred and potential violence. You decide not to get too close. As you walk away, he hisses at your back. Leave us, outsider! Didn't intend to go that way, but okay. This is a boutique for the sale of very high-quality armor. A sturdy dressmaker's dummy stands in the middle of the room for use in the fitting of quality chainmail. Unfortunately, the shop is also very close to the resting place of the Shade, which has had a powerful effect on the proprietress. She stands in the corner, shaking and twitching. When you look around, she says, "Stay away, please. I am Shannon, and this is my shop, and I will trade with who I choose to, and just stay back." Can I buy some of your armor? Stay back, stay away. Get back or I'll call the guard. You'll find out what they do to outsiders who won't leave us alone. Go away. Can I ask you something? Do you feel the shade? It's right outside. It can sense me talking to you. It is... I am talking to you right now. Go away, go away. You're not helping. Do you hear me, monster? I'm not helping. She is becoming hysterical. You back away slowly. That's more of the guard area. Yeah, I can see that there's actually no guards over here. On the one hand, if anyone tried to sneak in or break in, they could just plow their way through the wall somehow and get in here. There's not really any guards watching. But on the other hand, the Shade is there. So they'd probably die anyway. Unless they're the Shade's creators, in which case that... Oh. That one won't open. Like most large cities, Almaria has a trainer. These people are jacks of all trades, charged to keep current the skills of all of the different sorts of soldiers in the Avernite army. He is already old and thin. He uses a cane, and the presence of the Shade has left him feeling very worn down. And yet he has seen worse times than this in his decades in Avernum. He stands up as tall as his bent spine allows, meets your gaze evenly, and says, "Welcome, adventurer. I am Starcap. I admit your being here makes me uncomfortable, but I will train you as well as I can." Can you train me? In a lot! Wow! But unfortunately it's expensive and we spent a lot of coins lately. How have you been holding up lately? Not well, I'm afraid to admit. It has been a terrible strain for all of us having the Shade here. It has led us to do some... things. Horrible things. And you're affected too? I confess that being in your presence I have a powerful urge to strike at you while shouting for help. Years of work and discipline are helping me resist. What horrible things happened? He quickly shakes his head. Nothing to do with me. I had nothing to do with what people did. With the travelers who disappeared, with the hangings. I was not involved. Do you know how the shade might be destroyed? Starcat backs away with you. Backs away from you. It is already dangerous me speaking with you. Do not doom me by trying to consort with me. The shade will devour me for sure. Starcat leans on his cane and smiles weakly at you. The only color left on his pale face comes from the dark circles under his eyes. Still, he manages to be friendly and helpful. What else would you like? Always help adventurers. Have you been a trainer for a long time? Yes, for so many years. I have helped many an adventurer, even ones of great fame and repute. I can tell you some remarkable stories about... No, I can't. The ability to socialize as it appears left me for a time. Unfortunate. Let me take a look in here. Julio takes the letter. He's clearly insulted that it took so long for it to get here. The tip he gives you is quite inadequate for the trouble. This merchant has set up a shop to sell Almaria's best-known export, wine. He is trying to maintain a jolly exterior, but it isn't working very well. He keeps several feet between himself and you at all times. Hello, traveler. I am Julio, and I am honored to be able to sell Almaria's famous wines. Nothing else is as good at taking the edge off the terror in these difficult times. What makes Almarian wine so special? He launches into a well-practiced speech. Nobody knows! It is a mystery. A combination of the mysterious qualities of the local caves, the specific minerality of the stone, and of course our secret artisanal techniques. Yes, fine Almarian wines have even been found on the most sophisticated tables of the surface world. Tables on the surface? Really? Yes, among the more adventurous connoisseur who has tried everything already and wants to experience a more fungal product. I'll take it. How do you make such high-quality wines? It is truly a trade secret. We use a specially developed blend of cave fungus and cave fruit, blended in several special ways and aged in fire-treated cave wood casks. Any interesting news about Almaria? He moves away even farther, pressing his back against the wall. I am afraid that it is not safe to talk to outsiders about such things. Not safe from that shade or from the other people. Okay, then. That must be the inn over there. Let me just take a look in the outside wall here first. If I can. Yeah, I can. Not that I can see very much. Okay, then. Round this way. The innkeeper of Almaria seems to have absorbed much of the dark energy being emitted by the shade. His paranoia and hatred of outsiders are currently absolute, which is a pretty bad thing to happen to an innkeeper. He refuses to even speak with you, let alone feed you or rent you a room. Small wonder that the inn is empty. Indeed. There's a shade. Stay away. This is the Almarian Bazaar. It was mostly abandoned after the shade moved in next door. There is only one merchant left in the formerly bustling Almarian Bazaar, an old Nephil who mostly has pots, pans, and other tinker's wares. I'm Morar, who am foolish and still trade, and who must buy new stock, and who has little that might interest. Yeah, not really much. But we can sell things to you. It may not be much, but I think you could use them. Actually, we can probably sell some of these to get some extra coin. I don't think we really need all of these. If need be. There's the east gate that's open, so there's that. Not really much of anything back there, it looks like. You meet Captain Lyle, the merchant liaison for Almaria. When you approach her, she shies away from you. The paranoia of the city seems to have afflicted her deeply, and since you aren't a merchant, she feels no need to overcome it. Okay, then. Stairway down, we won't touch it. Let's see here. Church of the Prevailing Righteousness. Ah. You look around the Church of the Prevailing Righteousness, Avernum's largest and most suspected sect of battle priests. It is an impressive building, and unlike the other structures in Almaria, it has been kept clean and functioning despite the influence of the shade. The acolytes here must be very dedicated. But that is nothing compared to the abbot. He doesn't flinch when he approaches you. It's as if the shade hasn't afflicted him at all. He walks up and loudly greets you, as if he doesn't care who hears it. I am Abbot Erlanger. Welcome to this shrine of courage in a sea of cowardice. Know that there is one place in Almaria that welcomes a stranger in need. Can you heal my wounds? Of course. We would be a poor refuge for warriors otherwise. Kneel at our altar, and its powerful magic will restore you. Can you teach me spells? Indeed. Oh, can only learn a bit. We need more coin now. But at least we know where we can get more spells. Excellent. And we have Divine Fire. Very useful. If only we could train it again. Tell me about Almaria. The abbot shakes his head. Oh, my poor, poor city. Once so proud, now so craven, and even murderous. Our leader does not lead, our soldiers will not fight, and I am afraid of what is happening in the lower tunnels. You think Almaria should attack the Shade? I did. I fought in the attempt to dislodge it. I was one of the few to survive the attempt. Now I am not in favor of direct attacks against it. However, we should be looking for ways to control it, to limit its movements or to weaken it, or at least to learn who created it. You don't approve of the mayor? The mayor? Bah! He is a politician, doing nothing but avoiding responsibility. He is not the leader for a time of true peril. Others are afraid to say it. They fear what he will have the gods do, but I am not afraid. What is happening in the lower tunnels? I have heard rumors. Some unlucky visitors to our town were killed when they snuck in. I believe that others languish in the cells below. Abbot Erlanger chats with you about the secret unhappy events. You note he constantly watches the door in case something breaks in and attacks. He has a large sword at his belt, no doubt in preparation for just such an event. I'd like to know more about the Shade. It is huge, powerful, and deadly. It shields itself in a shroud of poisonous gas. Its touch burns like acid. I struck it with my blade once, and the steel barely affected it. I have my own ideas about what might affect it, but I do not have the resources to follow them up. You fought the Shade yourself. Bravely, I engaged the creature in hand-to-hand combat. And then, when we saw that our attacks were doing nothing, we retreated. My faith calls for courage, not suicide. It is an awesome foe, not one I wish to fight again. How might I defeat it? Honestly, find its creator. Only then do you have a chance to learn its secrets. What is your idea for killing it? Once Avernum was in possession of a powerful blade. We called it Demon Slayer. It has a mighty history of being broken and reforged and of being called to serve our lands. My fondest wish is to wield this blade, or give a powerful blessing to whoever could bring it to me. Do you know where it is? No, as far as I know, nobody does. It was wielded during the war with the Empire, but then it disappears from history. The only thing I do know is that it was hidden at one point in Patrick's Tower, west of here. Seems a good place to hunt for clues. I suppose I could. And that basically heals me. Pathway down, we're not going to look down there yet. You meet the mayor of Almaria, an old and distinguished gentleman. He is doing a very good job of appearing calm and dignified, but your experienced eye can recognize the terror in his face. He stands and extends his hand to you as if you were infected with a grim and visible disease. I am Bevan, the mayor of this poor, afflicted city. I am very busy right now, even more so since I must calm the unrest caused by the forcing open of our gates. Please make this quick. Almaria is experiencing unrest? Of course. The Shade kills those who deal with outsiders, and the castle is forcing outsiders in among us. The last time that happened there was ugliness. Now it will happen again. What do you think will happen? Well, we will not help the unwelcome ones. Some brave souls like myself will do our duty and meet with you, even though the taint that you bring to us only invites the attentions of the Shade. Others, I am afraid, are not as courageous as me, and some of them are armed. Isn't keeping us apart what the Shade wants? Is it? I'm afraid we have been spending too much time struggling to stay alive to pay much attention to its deep inner workings. But we all look forward to profiting from your great wisdom. Was there any violence before the gates were sealed? Bevan gets a very blank expression. Things did occur. Some people did take action against other people. Perhaps there were injuries. There may have been deaths, though I did not witness any personally. I hope that such alleged events do not occur again. You are the mayor. Why didn't you keep those events from happening? Those alleged events, you mean? I am but one old man. If a large portion of the city rises up and wants to carry someone off, there is nothing I can do. Mayor Bevan stands and fingers his sash nervously. He constantly sighs and casts looks at the paperwork on his desk. The signs that he wishes he would go away are unmistakable. I've noticed that tick in a lot of the mayors in these games. Whenever there's a problem with one of the cities, you always see the mayor fingering his sash. I wonder if there's a reason for it. As if the sash is some sort of security blanket to make them feel reassured, or that he's fingering it because he is constantly reminded by it of the fact that he is in charge and he is the one that is the entire reason everything is going wrong, or something. Now that I think about it, yeah, it pretty much is almost every mayor when the city is in trouble. Huh. I want to discuss the shade. The mayor involuntarily takes a step away. Experience indicates that discussing the shade with outsiders makes the shade more likely to come for you. I can do my duty and inform you, but only within limits. When did the shade appear? Some months ago, the same time as the other shades. We have been living in its constant presence for all that time. It never leaves. Where are the other shades? As I understand it, one to the north alternates between invading Silvar and Formello. The other is west of here and divides its time between Darman and Blosk. And as I understand it has mostly leveled the city of Blosk. Did you attempt to attack the Shade? We did several times. We have a powerful militia in Almaria with strong magical support. It deflected our attacks effortlessly, causing great casualties. We did not try again. Do you have any ideas for how we might kill the Shade? Bevan closes his eyes and trembles. Leave me for a time. Do not come back until there are sensible topics you are willing to discuss, and do not even think of attacking the Shade. After you are killed, it will punish us for your transgression. I found some mages imprisoned under the city. Why were they there? Bevan stares you right in the eye and speaks very calmly. I deny all knowledge of any such event. Almaria is a large city, and there has been a good deal of chaos and unrest. It is entirely plausible that those mages might have been imprisoned without my knowledge, and that is the end of the discussion. I have orders from the castle. There is a Venati imprisoned here. I need to free him. Bevan looks extremely nervous. I see. You should know that I had nothing to do with the imprisonment of the Venati. Nothing at all. The militia took him into custody for their own protection. I am not sure what the creature thought it was doing, wandering up to our gates and asking where the castle was. Foolish, and I can make no guarantees for what will happen if you try to free it. I insist that you free it. All right, it is in a cell under this building. I will have the cell unlocked. I suggest that you find a discreet way to get it out of my city. I think I know a discreet way to get it out of your city. We'll take care of that later. Right now, I want to take a look underground. Alright, let's go take a trip down and see what we can find. There is a prayer book down in the temple basement, placed here for the study of the young acolytes. You flip through it, hoping to learn some of the secrets of this sect of war priests. War priests often use their powers to make the warriors around them stronger. You learn about chants for increasing the strength of your allies, war blessing and protection. Excellent! Something we could very much use. This is one of the shrine's acolytes. She is lost in divine meditation. You decide not to bother her. These small miserable cells are, of course, reserved for acolytes. War priests can summon holy energy to devastate their foes. You learn several interesting things on this topic. Your skill with the spells Repel Spirit and Smite increases. Awesome. Alright, that was totally worth it. Now let's take a look down in here. These dark rooms store records of the multitudes of merchants that have traveled through Almaria, what they were carrying, and the tariffs they paid. Hello. Ah, this must be where we can find the thing we were told to keep an eye out for. Alright. Strong days and summon aid, and neither of them are things we really need. I shouldn't have trained in them as much as I did. Deadly Fire, Divine Fire, however, is very good. And it's an area of effect, also very good. Okay, cold is not very effective. And holy crap, that thing hurts. And our healer is frozen. Fan-freaking-tastic. Energy is good. Okay. Cast the energy again. Ow. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Not good. Okay, as long as we can survive this. Okay. Really? Uh-oh. Well, we almost killed it. Okay, then. Okay, let's try that again. I'm pretty sure we know I didn't want that to open. I wanted to cast a spell first. Alright. That should protect us a bit. Okay. That's about the only... That actually didn't do anything. Alright, time for the lightning energy. Cold won't really do anything, will it? No, it will not. God damn it! That went a lot worse. Because I couldn't prepare... You know what? I'm just going to reload. Alright, once again, let's try this. And this time... Cast a few spells to prep up. Yeah, go ahead. This time we're prepared for you. And this time you are going to die. Yeah, you can't actually do very much. My bad. I thought... Never mind. Okay, another lightning spray. Almost got it. One more lightning spray should kill it. Excellent! There we go. Now let's see. Wow. Lot of very nice stuff. Even a wisdom crystal. That's worth it. And more coins. It's not the stuff I had been hoping for, but it's still pretty darn good. These dark rooms store records of the multitudes of merchants that have traveled through Almaria, what they were carrying, and the tariffs they paid. This box contains dust, some shreds of scrap paper, and an old dusty accounts ledger. Closer inspection reveals that this is the ledger Gilda wanted. You take it. Excellent. And this is a way out. And there's rats. Couple rats, in fact. Corrupted rats that are surprisingly strong. And venom sprays us from the wounds. Fan-freaking-tastic. Fortunately, it doesn't do that much. Alright, let's keep exploring here, find our ways out. More rats. Great. Something's coming around. Oh, we're doing what we can. Yeah, I can see that rat coming around. And I think there's going to be a second one coming soon. Alright. Divine Fire, I think, will help. Still wish it could be stronger. There we go. Ow! Yeah, we got two rats coming. Nope, not that one. I want that one. Okay, we're doing this. Another lightning spray will work. Oh dear. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There's a body. Oh, a steel halberd we can sell. We need all the coin we can get. Oh! Draining slime. Not what I wanted. Didn't want you to go all the way out there. Ugh. That's dead. Mandrake root. Well, that's something. There's a gate through, and you don't manage to turn the wheel. You aren't strong enough. Great. Just great. So how the hell do we get that out? So how the hell do we get out that way, then? That must be where the thing is being kept. Okay, he can go out that way at least. For what good that does. There's the stairways up. These cellars were recently occupied. You can still smell the rank odor of the unwashed prisoners kept here. Giant rat. He must be in that last one. Or in here. One of the two. Alright, let's get him out of here. Okay, he's over there. Let's see what's in here then. The crystal box contains several neatly folded robes, a spare mirror sash, and a key. You keep the key. Let's see. This filthy, moldy cell has only one occupant. It is a lone Venati. He is crouched up in the corner, his long, multi-jointed legs folded up under him. He is filthy, and his translucent cloak is torn and stained. When you enter, he stands up tall. You can't understand his expression, but he seems to feel no fear of you. He begins to speak your tongue clearly and correctly. I am Gol Irno of the Olgai Council, sent to this land on a mission of peace and diplomacy. I protest this treatment and whatever violence you have come to deliver to me. Your kind is making a foolish error. Well, I'm sort of here to rescue you. Gal Irno's face betrays no emotion. He shrugs his shoulders in an unfamiliar gesture. I see. I did not expect needing rescue from Avernum, but I will have the resilience of the crystals. How did you get to be here? I was sent here by our council in the city of Olgai, transported up with powerful and dangerous magic. I need to be an envoy to your people. I have important information to your leaders about great danger. What is Olgai? A large city of the Venati, close to our hearts and near the keeping place of the crystal souls. What message do you have for us? Gal Irno makes a face. I may not understand human customs, but you do not look like one of your leaders. I cannot reveal what I know until I reach your castle, I believe it is. How did you get captured? When I appeared in your land, I was disoriented. I walked as best I could, looking for the castle. I went the wrong direction. I came to the gates of the city, offering myself and my knowledge. Too late did I sense the evil presence within. The guards grabbed me. I was too weak to resist. And then I was here. It is time to leave this place. I know an escape route. As it doesn't seem safe for the Venati to re-emerge into Almaria, you describe the path to the escape tunnel. Yes, that path seems the best option. That is where we should go. I am well enough to travel. Please tell me when you are ready for me to depart. It is time to go. Gal Irno stands and brushes off his cloak. Then it will be as the spirits decide. I will run along the path you described. It may be wise for you to escort me, as my stay has weakened me. Then he turns and runs off into the darkness. He moves extremely quickly. As he departs, you think about the paranoia of the Almarians ahead and how they must feel about the presence of a Venati. Perhaps escorting him would be a good idea. That is the idea. Please tell me you're coming this way. Not that way! Oh! Yep, there's guards. Should have known that was going to happen. Alright. Ow. Alright. Fortunately, we can do something about these easily enough. So we're going to that escape tunnel then, are we? Ow. That was very painful. No, that. Yes, you stay back. We'll focus on these. Oh! Thank you, that actually helped. And there's more. Fortunately, we can take care of them easily enough. In fact, this will probably deal with them. Almost! Thank you. And there's... They dropped some things that we can sell. Almost. 3 guards. Almarian vigilantes. Alright, we can do this. We're almost out of here, I think. Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't see that one over there. Though I have now. Ow. Thank you. There's more of them. Alright. This should deal with that. Almost out of here. Thank you. Grost One Eye. That's an interesting name. There's only one of them, yeah, but I need to do what damage I can. Got him. And he dropped something. You longbow, that we can change. Studded belt. Mercuric chain. -1 to strength, that is definitely going to be a sell. Gal Irno reaches the rusty gate. Beyond it, you see the tunnel out of the city. The bars are bent in places, and the Venatai is very thin. He has little trouble sliding out between the bars. Then, without a word of gratitude, he runs off into the shadows. He is gone. Hopefully, he will safely find his destination. Alright, well, I'm going to go sell the few things I have, and then this episode's gone on long enough. I'm going to have to end it here. Next episode, we'll head back to the castle and find out exactly what this Venatai was here to tell us. It's important that we know. Can I get a bit more training? I can. It costs most of our money, but Divine Fire, I need it improved. Alright. Next episode, back to the castle. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Nova, Lyran, John, and Pyrrha. This has been an Avernum 4 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.